We're going. We're live.
Hey. Greetings. Welcome to another unboxing video. Are you guys getting sick of this shit yet? Cameraman Troy coming back, making another appearance.
Word
to your mother. You gotta turn your chin around so I can see your fingers.
No, I don't gotta do nothing. You're not bossing me.
Okay, look who got all cocky. Put him in 2 videos.
No doubt.
Oh, yeah? The handy dandy knife's back. And the least threatening dude is back. So. And
take a sip of your chamomile tea and sit down and listen to a story.
It's water. And
NPR style.
Look who's got peach tea. He's talking about chamomile tea. This is just water.
So you say.
This is Snapple peach. Because, you know, he likes his peach, yo. So today, we're going to be unboxing...
We have a box.
A box. And it's a wonderful box. It's a Grandoise box. And we're going to see what's inside. Oh, look, there's a guitar inside. Did you guys even see that? No? Okay, well, there it is.
Right. Ooh. Look at all that
like
paper.
Right under the mic, so it's going to be super loud. Neighbors with their dumbass unmuffled cars. This is going to be a Schecter Omen Elite 7MS, meaning multiscale. MS.
A lot of that stuff he just made up.
Multiple sclerosis.
It's just words, numbers.
So you can't, if you have multiple sclerosis, you can't play this guitar because it's a non.
Yeah, you can. You just gotta pick it like
Marty Friedman.
Like Marty Friedman.
And the color of this guitar is Black Cherry Burst. Now, I already kind of sort of opened it because it was originally supposed to come with a hard shell case, but that's in a separate shipping order. So
you guys are being lied to. This isn't actually an unboxing video because he's already unboxed it. He just put everything back in there so he could get attention.
I did the half. This one still had tape on the bottom. Kind of like reaching through Perry jeans and grabbing hold of a tree trunk.
So instead of thoughts and prayers on Facebook, he's going this route with it. My unboxing video that I've already unboxed. Give me love. That is the funniest looking guitar ever.
Well, I guess I didn't
there
grab
it is.
the guitar. I must have grabbed these balls.
Yes, trickle that into the mic. We're slowly turning this into an AMSR video. That's the note that says, haha, I'm not sending you your other shit. Doug has it.
Let's figure this shit out. Oh, it's a return label in case I don't like it. That was awful nice of them. Now, I am going to say that they did give me quite a good deal on this, I think, anyway. This is a $750 guitar, brand new. They gave it to me for about $550.
That box.
There is $100 worth of loyalty points that I had that I used towards it, too. So, however, $550, plus they're throwing in a free hard shell case. And they're throwing in a $150 strap that I picked out because they said pick out whatever strap you want. So I did. And strap locks, which are coming in separate order as well. They're like $25 Dunlops, I think is what I got. They did not tape this box. This one's already open. So.
See? He already opened it. He lied to us.
Yeah.
This is already opened. He's just trying to reenact this. This is like those old school unsolved mystery reenactments.
Alright, so it looks about the same size as the Ibanez that we had. That we did. The size of a violin. That was probably sad. Don't let me do shit like that on video.
No.
Okay, so this is a 7-string. This will be my first 7-string. I've played on 7 strings before. My friend Robin has a Jackson 7-string, which was awesome, and maybe one day she'll let me review it. Well, she said she'll let me review it just one day. She's just got to bring it over for me to do it. But I've already played it through my amp and everything, and it plays phenomenal and sounds really, really good. And it's a $300 Jackson. And they're just making the cheaper line guitars a lot better these days, from what I can tell. My friend Chris had that other Schecter that I reviewed a few weeks ago with the twisted neck. And that one was phenomenal. You guys heard how that sounded. That was freaking chunky as hell. So, this would be my first Schecter, my first 7-string that I own, and my first multi-scale guitar. Multiscale also means fan frets. Basically, they're tilted towards the neck at the top, and as it goes down, it goes the other way, tilts away from you. This is my very first fan fret that I've ever played. So far, here's the headstock. No surprise tuning locks this time. Bastard fucker faces. Omen Elite, right on the truss rod cover. That's spiffy.
Ooh.
Same color with the black, fading into black around. The back is like a gray, a dark gray. I really like that black color, or that gray color. That's awesome. The joint right here feels really good. Let's see the nut here. I'm gonna show you my nut. Wanna see my nut?
Again.
Wanna see my nut?
Again.
I almost did right there. That was pretty close.
Yeah, that's why I'm zoomed in on the headstock. So yeah.
I noticed that this has 4 on the left, on the bottom side, and 3 on the top. I thought it was the other way. I thought that the longer part of this horn was on this side, and I actually like that better. I like this better.
Let's get it strung upside down for a motherfucking left-handed genius.
Oh man, I hope not. What? That's funny. So, no damage to the headstock points, it looks like. And it was crafted in Indonesia.
Thank you, small children.
Absolutely. But they're getting really good tennis shoes that they're also making. That was bad.
Yes.
So here's the fan fretting I was talking about here. And the frets feel pretty damn good. They're a little protrusion on some of them, but not bad enough to catch my fingers. I can just feel them, but it's not going to affect my playing at all.
He's still gonna suck. Translation.
Yep. The inlays, I don't know if you can get too close into there. I think they're pearl, but they get bigger as you go down. 12th fret obviously has 3 inlays, and then they switch. So here, the longer side is on this side of the guitar. Or I'm sorry, not the longer. The dominant, I guess, or the top stripe going to the bottom of the guitar is on this side. Bottom going that way is there. Then the 12th fret. And then afterwards it switches. The top goes there and the bottom goes this way, to signify that you're past the 12th fret. So that's kind of cool. Side markers, nice and fluorescent. No, I shouldn't say fluorescent, but they're very bright and easy to see. Very cool. Neck is way flat. For a 7-string, I did not expect this. I just totally did not expect that, so that's really cool. It is a bolt-on, as I already knew, and it comes with 5 bolts. There's a little bit of misshapeness on one of the holes there. Alright, so Troy, if you can get this. But right in here is a pretty good gap. Doesn't look like it quite fits the way it should. And this one kind of has a little bit of that too. But mostly here. I don't like how that looks. And maybe getting off to the side here, you can see how it doesn't really come flush to the body. It kind of stops and then there's a dip and goes to the neck. So there's indeed 7 strings on it. It is nowhere near in tune. The face of it, I find absolutely so far no flaws. Might be a little bit rough right in there. And the neck doesn't have any chunks or anything out of it, and no scratches or dents. Feels very smooth, so I'm very impressed by that. I like that. Got the little Schecter sticker with the plastic. And as I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully that'll improve the stability of the neck, because I've had bad luck with bolt-on necks. That's why I don't buy them. This is the first bolt-on neck I've owned since 2010. Black cherry burst. Beautiful.
It is very, very nice.
We have little covers for the pickups. Little plastic things that we're going to try to take off, because we're going to need those off. Now I'm very much liking the color contrast of the dark cherry burst and the darker gray back. I like that contrast. It's been a thing with guitars that I've been finding. My Solar is the same color all the way around, but almost every guitar I've been getting, the top does not match the back. It's only a top, what you see here. In the old days, everything was the same color, when you belt buckle or pants snaps or sex toys hanging off your belt, whatever, hits this, it's going to scratch it up. And if you have clear coat finish, it's going to be bad. You could even shatter it and crack it. When clear coat cracks, it has a shatter effect and it looks really bad. This isn't going to do that. You might get scratches and gouges in it, but it's going to look better than what this would look like if you did the same to this. Clear knobs. Ooh, these knobs have a rubber tip ring around the tops of them. They're nice and smooth, but that rubber tip makes your finger grab it easier. Like it sticks to your skin, so you can grab it and move it.
Look at those rubber tips.
And then, of course, the 5-way pickup selector. Feels nice and solid. The jack feels nice and solid. Very, very light guitar, by the way. Look at the frets. So the frets and the inlays look like they're okay and intact, not all broken and shit. Every time I say they're not broken and stuff like that, it's the same kind of thing you say when you do like a vehicle inspection, when you do your CDL training test. Make sure the fan bolt's not broken or cracked, and make sure that this isn't cracked or the hoses aren't cracked, and it's kind of the same thing. It feels goofy to say that. I think that's a see-through plastic that lets you see the actual coil of the pickup underneath it.
That's your copper coil around your pickup.
You got it.
So it's just a high gloss plastic.
Yeah, I like that. That's actually really cool look, and it actually matches the wood, the color of the Cherry Burst. Very light, very solid from what I can feel. I mean, I'm waiting for this neck to pop one way or the other because they almost always do, and this one's not doing that. So
that's because there's how many bolts?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 guitar neck bolts.
And here comes the cease and desist.
6 naked midgets on the bed. 7 naked midgets. Now there's too many midgets. So nothing fancy as far as any hidden cool things like on the Ibanez or the Solar, but that's okay. I'm not really expecting that. It's a $750 guitar, so it's actually what I expected and what I was hoping to expect. And here's another cool feature on these. This is kind of what drew my eye to it in the first place. These horns are contoured in. Now, it might be hard to see with the clear coat, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it around and you can see what I mean on the back of the horns. They're also contoured in. It's like that on the front. This one doesn't seem to have any contour on the back, but this is how it is on the front, although it's not quite that deep, I don't think. But if you do look, you can kind of see right here is about where the knuckle would be, the ridge rather, and it goes inwards, just kind of a contoured, sharper look, and I really, really like that on Strat style bodies. Oh my goodness, this thing is nowhere near in tune. Whew. We're going to sit through and do a really boring tuning thing right now. And Troy's going to entertain you, and then...
Nope, I'm not entertaining nobody.
He's absolutely going to entertain you.
I'm not doing nothing. I have absolutely no interesting stories or anything to share with the group.
That's a string getting caught in the knot. So that means that will have to be lubed. Then you're going to have to lube my nut. Isn't it strange how many things on a guitar are sexual? Have you ever heard of the position under the bridge?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a bridge.
It's downtown.
Yeah. What do you do when you go to a bar? You
Dar. We go to a bar.
You go to a bar and you pick up somebody.
And take him under the bridge.
You take him under the bridge.
And draw some blood.
And then you got the G string. Which is what I'm tuning right now. Then you got the nut. Then the truss rod. Head stock. Body.
I don't get it.
And then with V-shaped guitars, this part down here is called the crotch. I mean, I guess neck. If you're into necks, like if you're a vampire or something, I suppose.
Or a 50s kid parked on Lover's Lane.
Oh yeah, because you go necking. Oops.
That extra string's just fucking you all up, isn't it?
It is. I'm gonna have to totally get used to it. There we go. I was just going the wrong way with it. Okay, something's fucked up somewhere. Ha! I'm an idiot. I can't be right. I'm fucking this up somehow. Wow. This guitar is definitely angry right now at me bothering it. I don't know why I'm fucking this up. Because this one should be E flat. Goodness sakes, what's wrong with me? It's like, cut.
Do we have that kind of time? Remember, you only have so much battery life.
That's true.
So we can't go into the entire list of everything that's wrong with you.
So let's talk about the Wonderland murders. Where a very prolific but shady porn star was murdered along with 6 other people. Or was it 4 other people? 7 people, right?
Yeah, 7.
The murderers were never caught.
So they say. It was Val Kilmer. He did it so he could star in a movie later.
Do we all know who that prolific porn star was? Initials are JH.
Yeah.
Come on, Troy, you can do it.
I was gonna say Chris, but not Chris Holmes.
No.
He's the drunk in the pool.
He's the drunk in the pool.
John Holmes.
John Holmes. And people seem to think that Chris Holmes was drinking water instead of vodka in that famous video he was in. And that movie that was made, Decline in the Western Civilization?
Part 2.
Part 2. That sounds better. Now that it's in tune, I must inspect the neck because I have this horrible feeling it was
so much time later.
So, looking down the neck, it actually looks like the neck is okay. The action's pretty good. I don't know if you can get a shot of the action there. Remember, you got your director's zoom.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some dust on. Is that dust in there? Or is that just the color of the wood grain? Yeah, it's the color of the wood grain. Okay. The action's not bad. So I might be able to try and get a little bit closer with that. Being that it's a 7th string, it's a little tricky to get that 7th string closer. But I'm going to try. Alright, so now I'm going to attempt to play this damn thing. I'm going to be tackling 2 different obstacles here. One being the 7th string, the other being slanted frets.
And the third being that he doesn't know how to play.
I don't know how to play. So
he has not finished his Esteban video series yet.
plays great.
It's not anything like Smoke on the Water.
No. That was Iron Man. My biggest worry about having a fan fret is chording. When you do bar chords, your finger goes across all the strings like this, right? So as you can see where my hand placement is, my finger's going straight across, but look what the frets are doing. They're going diagonally away from my finger. So when I do bar chords, my worry is am I still going to be able to do them comfortably and not detune them like crazy, so... I honestly don't really notice, to be perfectly honest with you. I thought that it would stand out like a sore thumb and it would throw me off, and it's really not. It's like I don't even notice it's there. And it's not interrupting my chords. I'm not fretting out anywhere. They're every single string, except for that one. That was only because my pinky was hitting it. It's coming through just fine. I mean, over here, it's not going to really affect much because the frets are more straight. But up here, this is where I was worried about. Like doing G chords is fine because my fingers are more adaptable in this position. However, bar chords, that's where the problem's going to arise. And then I don't even notice it. So, and then when it comes to soloing,
No. No.
I can immediately see why these have this kind of design. As your neck goes up the neck, as your hand goes up the neck, as your neck goes up the neck. Because if you're Jimi Hendrix and you're playing with your teeth, but in the new way, okay, shut up. So when your hand goes up the neck, you get closer to the horn. The closer to your horn, you get to the horn, the harder it gets. The harder it is to get to these frets. While I'm stumbling today. And
which is exactly why
we don't do drugs.
John Butler lost the head cutting contest.
Jack Butler?
Jack Butler.
Bad.
Oh, damn it.
Bad. But that was a Crossroads reference for those of you that didn't pick that up.
Jack Butler. Son of a bitch.
Steve Vai playing the magnificent Jack Butler. And then the Karate Kid playing whatever the fuck his name was in that movie. Like Fred Daniel. Or something. Or Beeford. What's that?
Daniel.
Fuck it, just give him the same name as Karate Kid.
He'll just be Daniel forever.
Daniel.
Damn it, now I'm going to have to look that up.
So, the higher your hand goes up on the fretboard and you get closer to the horn, the harder it is to access these higher frets. With the fan fret, these frets are slanted towards your fingers, so you can get to them easier. So, it's going to take getting used to for me a little bit because I'm stumbling a little. I'm not used to the placement. Like right here, for instance, these two fingers are a little too close to what I'm normally having because they're normally straight. So I kind of have to adjust my fingers a little bit, I think. I mean, maybe I won't have to in the future. Maybe it's just something new right now. I don't know. This is a first for me, so forgive me. But my fingers get a little bit crowded, like right up in here. But I can see the appeal because you can reach them easier. I can reach this no problem. So, let's see if it chugs. Wanna?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to put this in Troy's hand so he can rub it on his sack.
I've already been doing that.
Hopefully this isn't recording with that little window up there because that would be really weird.
That would be super weird and you'd have to figure a way to edit that.
I wouldn't be able to. All right, Troy. Let's get your opinion on shit.
Shit's fucked. Everybody sucks. As the great prophet Fred Durst once said, I like it. I like it a lot. 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 That finish is super, super cool.
Mm-hmm. And you said that the neck's nice and wide and beefy, and I do like that. Yes. It's a nice wide neck. It
is a very wide neck.
I played some 7 strings that have a little bit skinnier of a neck like that, and everything's just really crowded.
Because see, I don't have little baby hands like the Guitar Master there.
Those are...
It actually is substantial.
Those are hands that are just bred for 5-knuckle shovel. Look at that.
10-knuckle.
They envelop the peni like nobody's business.
And it just has that evil, bad look to it with that red.
Mm-hmm. Kind of what drew me to it. And the other choices were a blue, like a dark blue.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's still pretty and all, but it's just not that.
Right.
And then there was what they call charcoal, and it was supposed to look... You remember the color my Ibanez?
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be near that color. But then when I actually saw Like there was a demo picture that showed that. Then when I actually saw the guitar itself, it had a clear finish like that. And it was not gray at all. It was more like a cream color. And I do not want a cream color.
I like that weird coloring in the bridge too.
The bridge.
Oh, the neck. Where you said that it looked almost like dust.
Oh, yeah.
Of the wood.
In the fretboard?
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, I did notice that. I don't know if you were able to get there or not. Let's see if we can. But if you... Like towards the center of the fretboard, you can kind of see there's a lighter discoloration going straight up and down. Or in this case, straight up and down.
Yeah. But only in a few spots because it fades out up here.
Yeah. So that's just, it's a nice little detail. And I may be going with another Schecter soon, another 7-string like this, except a more higher grade one. Or I may be going with what's called a legato guitar, which is just they're crazy fucking cool. But I have no idea how they sound or play or how reliable they are. I do believe they are neck through, but they are like the old Steinbergers that don't have headstocks. And they also have this wood grain design in the neck that just, as Troy lovingly dubbed it, dick vein. It looks like a fucking dick vein. I mean, but it's still awesome. I mean, it's like a powerful dick vein.
It's like a Snickers bar.
Like a So now y'all can't have Snicker bars. Thanks, Dan and
maybe
Troy.
you do want to have it.
And that's Troy, by the way.
I'm not judging.
Blame Troy for that one. He came up with the Dick Vein Snickers bar thing. So if he ruined candy bars for you, or that one in particular.
You're welcome.
All right, so inlays. What do you think of the inlays?
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
They're really cool because I like the way they're the offset.
Mm-hmm.
And then it changes up as it goes.
It's nice, different from like a dot or even like the square inlays.
Right.
It's something different.
Yeah.
I mean, even diamonds. I had an old BC Rich that had diamond inlays, which was kind of cool back then, but now it's just like meh. And then
I like the way got one spot right there.
Well,
you can almost feel that little.
Yeah, I can see it on camera there, but it's kind of going all the way around.
It's not as noticeable over here as this right in that spot right there.
Yeah, I can feel it for sure.
Almost like that laminations.
Yeah. Yep, you can kind of see it right there too, but maybe with play I'll sand that down a little bit with my fingers because I can kind of feel it getting smoother as we touch it. Great, Troy found a flaw. Now we got to send the fucking thing back.
Thanks, Doug.
And then we got to redo a new one so when the next one comes, fucking Troy.
It's not that bad of a flaw though. It's...
I can't think what it's called. There's a certain cloth that actually does sanding as well, but it's so smooth it's not like sandpaper.
Or if
and it would just take that right down there. Well, yeah. Well, see, I only do that with my V guitars. Those Strats kind of tend to hit your ball sack and it hurts.
But it's got the wide butt.
Yeah, it's not the same.
This is
if you hump the V, you know what I'm talking about.
So it's light, deceivingly light.
Have you ever had your taint hit one of those?
All the time.
It ruins your whole Christmas.
Yeah.
Flip it around in the back. Tell me what you think about the contrast of the color of the back of the neck and the body compared to the front red.
I do. I like that a lot. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. I like it a lot. Because this color that they used on the back, it complements that front very well.
And it's definitely, I'm not going to say that's a natural wood grain color. I think they did stain
because
that.
You can see, if you hold it in the light at the right angle, you can see kind of the lighter tone of the wood underneath right here. But the contrast and the complement to it is very good.
And I didn't point this out. How does this work? Is this it? Oh, it is. Look at that. Director. We're using the director mode on the phone today.
Director's cut.
Go ahead and flip it back around again. I mean, that's the bridge right there. Well, String through body. It had to have a string through body. I didn't want the strings to be ending in the bridge. I wanted it string through because sustain.
Because that's what all the cool kids are doing.
Cool kids are not doing that. The cool kids are wanting their shit in the bridge, and because they don't realize, oh, it's tone. You know what? It's gonna miss your tone. Headstock. We're gonna do headstock real quick. Tuning keys, I think, need a little bit of tightening. They're kind of a little jumpy. They need to be adjusted for sure. So I definitely have work on this guitar to do. The intonation needs to be set. The string height might be adjusted a little bit. I'll give that a shot and get it a little bit lower. But the tuning pegs, the nuts around on the front there, right there, you can see them now. The nuts that go on the bolts around the front.
Can you see those nuts?
They're probably a little loose, and it makes the tuning pegs jumpy when you turn them when they're loose like that. So I think they're going to have to be adjusted. It's going to have a new set of strings for sure, because these strings feel like they've kind of been on there a while. They're not crufty, but you can see discoloration. Right here it's rough. So I know they've been on there for a while. You can feel it like that one for sure. Feel that. That's horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So, I mean, it's not too bad through the neck here, but these strings have definitely been on there for a while. But I expect that because it's been in storage, so.
It's been in Doug's house.
Been in Doug's house. That fucking Doug is ruining everything. Like, why is he fucking with my guitars? Headstock.
Headstock.
The blend of the red going into the black, the tuning pegs, the shape of the headstock. What do you think?
I like it. I like it a lot. So if you got too many on this side.
You like it reversed, like you would rather have the 4 up top?
Well, you got that extra string. It's going to throw everything all off. And mess up your balance, everything. No, I do like the way it's set like that.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point. I'm gonna have to do a strap test at some point. I don't have an available strap right now that doesn't have locks on it, so I can't put a strap on this guitar. But
it is very, very light.
Yeah.
Very, very balanced. It's not top heavy. It's not like, definitely not Dean top heavy.
Well, that guitar's not that bad either. That Dean, as far as top heaviness.
I think it is, but it's
got a big ass body though.
Yeah, but the body, yeah. Potato.
Okay.
Tomato. The color, the shape, it's really good. It just, this is one of those ones that just means business. That I think anybody that listens to any of those dark emo bands would appreciate the look of this guitar.
Yeah. Dark emo. So he means motionless in white. And
I will kick you in the face.
Avatar.
Avatar is not emo. Shut up.
What? Avatar is the epitome of emo.
They are not. They're just theatrical.
You hang on to that. So Troy's gang is breaking into somebody's car next door that he brought with him.
My gang? That's your neighbor that was out there, yo.
No, that's... What, because he's black?
Hey.
Mom, you said that.
Some of my kids are black.
My kids.
It's not racist.
No, let's see. I'm not really going to do clean stuff right now. Just because I don't want to. We're going to do chugs.
I do whatever I want. Whatever.
It's already out of tune.
That's going to keep whacking the headstock and everything.
I agree. It probably is.
Quit whacking your headstock. You'll probably end up going blind, too. Hence the glasses. With all that headstock whacking he does.
Gosh, that sounds good, doesn't it?
That sounds very good.
That is major chug right there. Okay, so here's a chink in the armor right here. I gotta figure out where to fret this, because as I try and do an open E chord, just a regular basic power chord, it sounds like it's out of tune. But it's not, because when I go up here and do a power chord, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's out. So I gotta figure out what the actual fuck. This thing sounds horribly out of tune now. That's because it is.
I like it. I like it a lot.
So, not really going to want to waste too much time tuning it and waste more video space. So we're just going to do some more chugs. Now we're getting 7-string territory. So pickups are making everything clear even down on the bottom string here. It's not getting muddy at all. It's nice and chunky and heavy. I gotta figure out the tuning on this thing for sure because it's definitely out of whack right now. And it shouldn't be this bad. Maybe it's just strings are just really bad or something. Or maybe just really, really new, but old at the same time. Because they're definitely old. The sound, what do you think?
It sounds good.
It sounds good.
It's nice and heavy and I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah.
I don't think it's overly muddy at all. I think I'm going to be happy with this guitar as soon as I figure out the tuning issues that it's having. If I can't, I'm going to update that. In fact, I'll probably mess with it tonight for a little while and then add to this particular video. So if you see me later bitching, pissed because I couldn't figure it out, you'll know what happened. Otherwise, I don't know, maybe you'll see an update where it sounds nice and beautiful. Assuming I get the tuning issues figured out. Where you're shaking his head at me. Assuming I can do that, then I'm really gonna like this thing. If I can't do it, I'm gonna be very sad and I'll have to send it back. So this right here is going to determine whether or not I go forward with the next 7-string, which will maybe be ordered later on this week. It will be a C7. What is it? Rob. What the hell's that dude's name? I can't think of his name right now.
That one guy. He does that thing.
I don't even know what he does. I never heard of him before. But he's got his own line of guitars anyway. It's Rob C. I'm pretty sure. I can't think of his. I've said this 1,000 times and now I can't think of it. But it's a contrast guitar. So it's going to have contrast design in the center of the body as opposed to the wings. And then it's going to have contrast up here in the headstock. Whereas the center is going to be black. The outside is going to be the color of the center stripe in the middle. And the back, of course, will have the center different color than the wings as well. So I'm looking forward to that guitar. It's going to have different pickups in it. It's going to have a little bit more of a design difference. Rob Scallon, that's his name. Whoever the fuck that guy is. But it looks like he made a cool guitar regardless. And this is kind of the deciding factor on whether I move on with that one, because that one's about $600. No, $800 more than this one. I'll probably post a follow-up video or add to this one later. Thanks for making it this far. Thanks for Troy's input.
Word.
Cameroon. You'd be happy that you're on this side of the camera because he has again been cranking the fuck out over there.
Porky pigging it.
Porky pigging. I'm saying goodbye. Not goodbye, but goodbye. And
I'm
why are you shaking your head?
I'm just shaking my head with your dad jokes.
That's not a dad joke. It's a goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's making it rain.
Ooh.
Fuck, that is a street thing. That's totally street.
Yeah.
Making it rain.
Because you are so street.
Oh, we never got an opportunity to use this like we did in the last video.
So we're going to take it out and use it on the neighbors.
Neighbors.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, the neighbors.
Or cut a bitch.
And now I'm going to tell you call him a bitch. No, actually, he seems like a nice guy. Name's... Oh, I wasn't going to say it. I was going to stop myself right before I said it. That's going to get edited out.
That's fine.
That'll be bleep. But I'll bleep it over and go, Buford, as you say his name. Thanks again for tuning in.
Word.
The Schecter Omen Elite 7 MS. Dark Cherry Burst. I'm going to like this guitar. I know I am. As soon as I can figure out the tuning, I'm going to like it because it's got a super fast playing neck, wide. It's like an Ibanez neck. It really is. It's so thin, it's crazy. Greetings. So as I said before that I'm probably going to add this in editing. Well, I came up with a big issue. The volume pot does not close anymore. Just after a few minutes of playing, the volume pot is acting as if it is wide open when it's completely closed. And turning it either way doesn't do anything. I have to forcefully tap on the top for it to react and shut off. And then it doesn't stay off. It eventually pops back on. So that's kind of a big thing. So unfortunately, this guitar is going to have to go back to Musician's Friend. I'm going to have them exchange it for the exact same guitar, model, make, color. I'm going to give it another chance because I want to give this a chance. I want to like this guitar. I tried messing with the tuning a little bit more and I still couldn't get it where I need it. But I think that might just very well be user error. I don't know if I'm fretting this right when I'm doing open string chords rather. So I'm new to the Multiscale community, so I'm gonna do a little bit of research on that and see what I could find out. But other than that, this one has to go back. I'm gonna try and get another one if that one also has defects in it, and there's a few other defects I've found on this one, by the way, since the video. But if the next one has some defects, and then I'm just gonna forego the Elite 7 and go with the Reboxing C7 contrast guitar. So a couple of the things is like Troy found in the video before is that at the bottom of this guitar it's a little rough around on the finish. Up top here I found there's some dried glue above the nut that's stuck to the finish and I can't even chip it off. Oh, some of the paint up here on the headstock. I'll see if I can get it for you. But it's just, see how it's just kind of blotchy right there? It's not even in a straight line. I mean, just kind of blotchy all the way down that stripe there. I mean, I know it's kind of a cheaper model, but I mean, come on, you know, that should be a little better than that. So, I mean, it still sounds awesome. I want to like it, I really do. I'll get the other one when that comes. Hopefully I'll get that one to work well. If not, I'm going to go to the Reboxing. Both models come with straight frets, and I will get a 7-string eventually. It just may not be a multi-scale. But I kind of like the idea of them. I can see the appeal to them. I just have to make it work for me, which means I got to play with it more. I can't just disregard it after one night. But I can do it with this guitar. So, thanks again. And Goku here. Oh, he's way over here. I don't know if you can see him. He says bye. And I say bye. And have a good rest of your day, night, whatever it may be. Tune in for the next one, and we'll see you. Hopefully it'll be better than this one. Bye. Troy's probably pointing the camera somewhere over by his apple juice over there.
I am.
And
no, you're still
he's checking his phone. And that's it. We're signing off. Say bye, Troy.
Bye, Troy. I like it. I like it a lot.